Oh no, I'm scared.
Now, if you do have any questions for Porscha, drop them in the chat. And yeah, you're literally here to drag me through this last hour.
Hell yeah. What better way than a crazy, energetic girl to just annoy you for the next hour?
Exactly, and all of her links are there in that link tree as well. So go give her a follow everywhere. Definitely, you won't regret that. Definitely, you won't regret that. It's not even a proper sentence either.
You had to add the 200 bits on her Twitch, give her a scare,
Well,
didn't
yeah.
you?
What else are we gonna do on your 24-hour fast stream? Yeah. Now I know where the best place is to start here. The question is, where are the muffins, Muffin Man? I've literally just done a sim.
The muffins are actually downstairs in the kitchen.
There we go. There's your answer. Can I have a muffin?
There's your answer.
Love a muffin
There's
right
your
now.
answer. Yeah. Ooh, what kind of
I
muffin
don't even
though?
care. Just any muffin.
Don't care. Give me whatever. I don't even care.
Now the real starting point is hello Tuna, Porscha here. I'm drunk. The end. That's literally. So yeah, people don't know this. So would you like to explain where that little famous quote's come from?
So the reason behind it was last week. No, this week. The week just gone. Had some friends over, had a few drinks. That I've not seen in a while, and I say a while. It's been like a couple of weeks, but even so. And you know, like I work weekends, so I don't really have chance to kind of, you know, go and have like a few drinks and a night out on a weekend. So while my friend was off through the week, I was like, hey, come over, we'll have like a couple of drinks. A couple of
Couple of
drinks.
bottles.
And you know, we'll see what happens. I ended up getting drunk and I went on Twitter and I actually saw that Tuna was having a really rough night and I was like, you know what? I need to make this guy laugh. I need to make him smile. So I messaged him and I was like, hello, Tuna. Porscha here. I'm drunk. The end. And it's just kind of escalated from there.
I was just sat watching someone on Twitch, and my phone just pinged, and I was like, "What's going on here?" Just looked at, and I don't even know what it was, but I was just in tears. It was like exactly what I needed at that moment. It was just that sort of stupid random thing that it's just caught your attention.
Do you not know
just,
me? I'm all about the random and
it was
weirdness. That's just me in a nutshell.
exact thing that took your mind away from everything else. So yeah, exactly what I needed. I've only just seen that cheese said I've got nice buns as well. Thank you, babe. Yes, she is amazing. Everyone should follow her
thank you.
Twitch for Phasmophobia streams, 24 hours VR. So
that's just the type of person that I am though. I see someone like down, I see someone that's struggling, I see somebody that needs to smile, that needs to have a laugh, that needs to be taken away from the shit that like sorry, I didn't know. Am I allowed
we're
to
18
swear?
plus, we're all good. Yep.
From like away from the stuff, and I'm like, I always jump in heart first and I'm always like, okay, even if I'm in a crappy mood, I'm always like, you know what? Like, I might be in a crappy mood right now, but this person needs me. So like I jump in and I'm like, it makes me happy making other people happy and smile. So
I agree, Elmo. She still owes me nuggets as well, so
I don't owe
yes,
you
you
anything,
do.
Elmo.
You owe
I don't
you
owe
owe
any
both
of
of
you
us
anything.
nuggets and drinks because 2 years ago you invited us around for a party and it never happened. So
I did.
and I still remember that. So God, that was 2 years ago. At least I've known you basically the same amount of time as I have Civ. So
Yeah.
about God, what 26 months now. So it's been a while, and so you've been through a lot with me as well. apart from people like Jojo, I don't think there's many people that know more about me than you do. And I think the same could be said on the flip side. Like, I know I keep telling you this, but the progression I've seen from you when I first met you to where you are now as a person is just incredible. Like, you are a completely different person. You're more positive. You always like say happy, smiley. You're more outgoing, and it is just, it's amazing. It really is amazing, and an inspiration. It really is. So should we talk about that, and where this mentality sort of came from? What changed everything, shall we say?
Like what made me change as a person?
Yeah. Like what's
Yeah. So
apart from Civ,
like
obviously.
apart from Civ. So basically, like, I always had a tough time when I was younger. Um, through, well, basically like all my life through school and everything like that. I always had a very tough time around people fitting in. Never really, I was never really able to fit in and stuff like that. And basically, I was going, when me and you first met, I was going through like a tough time. I was going through really bad depression and stuff like that. And then basically just kind of like I went through um like my mum's illness and stuff like that, and that as a whole made me the person I am today, because I wasn't allowed to be a teenager. I wasn't allowed to be, you know, someone that could go off the rails and stuff like that. I had to step up, you know. I had to mature. I had to, be there for my family, not only my family, but like my family's friends and like stuff like that. Whenever anyone needed me, I was a carer for my mom for like 3 years. Um, Basically, I just had to step up. I had to be like a second mum to my little brother, even though my mum still is
Yeah.
mum, but I had to do things while she was recovering and everything like that. So something terrible like that happening, it changes you as a person, when but I'm a very positive person. I don't like looking at, bad situations that happen in your life and thinking, "Oh my god, I can't believe that this is happening," and I don't like to dwell on it. I like to look at a bad situation and kind of get something positive out of it. So I'm like, this really, really, really crappy thing has happened to my family, but if this thing didn't happen, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Like, I wouldn't be mature. I wouldn't think the way that I do. I wouldn't. I'm more mature than what I ever
That's
was.
true. That's true.
So you know. But like, I'm a much more I'm a much more like positive person all around, because I have to be. I have to find the positive in the negative. Otherwise, I'm always just gonna be negative all the time. So
Obviously,
I don't know. I've just kind of learned to live with
it
it.
was only
Like, live in a positive
a couple
atmosphere.
of days ago that I messaged you saying that I genuinely don't think I can do the stream. I don't. I'm going to fail. I'm not going to raise no money, etc. And you basically picked me up out of that, and that would get. I think part of me was scared that he was going to come around and kick my ass, and I mean, you do know where I live, so that was a real possibility as well. I was half expecting a knock on the door at any moment. But no,
Yeah, about
you've done
that.
a lot for me, and a lot for this stream today as well, that a lot of people probably don't realise. But I hope you don't mind me saying this, but like, obviously when we first met and started speaking, there was a lot of times where you'd message me and like, I'm having an anxiety attack, I can't go out of the house. And now, like,
Yeah.
you're working in a bar, which is one of the most stressful situations you can be in, as a job. But like, I've done that job, and like, I'm a guy. I can't imagine what it's like as a woman as well. And like just that itself, me shows a transformation in you. Uh,
Yeah, is taken a lot for me to get here. For those of you that's watching that don't know, I do have like severe anxiety, and at that point that Tuna's talking about, I couldn't go out the house. Like I couldn't go out the house without like having a panic attack. I couldn't go and sit downstairs with my family without feeling very, very uncomfortable, having a panic attack or anxiety attack, and running back upstairs to my room because this is the only place where I felt safe. I couldn't go into any shops or anything like that without having to throw all my bags down in the middle of the shop and run out and have a panic attack outside of the shop and people looking at me and stuff like that. You know, it's taken of a lot of fight in me that I didn't think that I had, you know, to get where I am today. Like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, there are still times that I do suffer with like panic attacks and anxiety attacks and stuff like that. But even when I'm at work, I'm still anxious and everything like that, and I am nervous and everything. But you know, I knew that if I had to beat the anxiety, I had to push myself. I had to do the things that was out of my comfort zone. I had to do the things that was like, all right, I'm gonna go in this shop and I'm gonna have a panic attack. But you know what? I'm not gonna run out today. I'm gonna stay in the shop and I'm gonna have a panic attack in the shop. And then like days that progressed, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a panic attack in the shop today. Tomorrow, I'm gonna stay in for a little bit longer. If I have a panic attack, that's fine, you know. And then like I have to push myself and take little steps at a time, and that's the only way that I've kind of got to the position that I am today. So it's
Because
taken a lot for me to get here, but
I think if we went back
but yeah,
to our chats from 2 years ago, a lot of people would be like, "Well, what's going on here?" Because I'd have messages from you like, "I've gone to the shop," and I remember that my replies are, "I'm so proud, like literally so proud of you."
yeah,
And like I say, just seeing that whole transformation is incredible. Um, do you think that is something that's potentially come along with streaming as well? Do you think that's helped you deal with it?
uh, like streaming helped me with my
Yeah,
anxiety.
or help you become sort of
Yeah.
like help you become the person you are today as well.
Oh,
Bit of both.
yeah, definitely. Like yeah.
Sorry.
So streaming, streaming in general, um, I always thought that I fit into the streaming world because I'm a very loud, bubbly person anyway. That's just my personality, and that's not being like big headed or anything. That's me just basically being truthful. That's how I see myself. That's how everyone always tells me when they meet me. They're like, "You're a very bubbly person. You've got a mega like big personality, and you're so loud." And I'm like, "That's just who I am." And instead of like shutting myself out and thinking of it as like a negative thing because so many people tell it me as a negative thing, um, you know, I kind of embraced it and I was like, you know what? Let's put this like loud voice to good use and this bubbly personality to good use. So like, you know, it's definitely helped me embrace myself a lot more, and it's definitely helped with my confidence. Don't get me wrong, is you know, when I was going through the really bad anxiety, I was like, oh, I really don't want to stream. You know, it took a lot for me to get on as well as sit on camera. And like, for example, even the Phasmophobia stream that I did the other day, when I was on camera on Phasmophobia, I'm very self conscious about my body. I hate showing my whole body and stuff like that. And even it sounds like silly, but even like putting my camera on and showing me stood there playing Phasmophobia, that took a lot. That was like a big thing for me. But I was like, you know what? I just don't care anymore. Like,
But
but a big part of that is the people that I've got around me. They help me like embrace it. I know that, you know, I've got a partner that loves me, loves my, the way that I look and everything, and tells me how I should embrace it and stuff like that every single day. And I'm just like, why am I trying to impress all these people when the people that I've got around me don't see the negative? I should see the positive too, kind of thing. So
Yeah, and that itself is a great way of looking at things. Like I personally have probably only 5 or 6 people that I genuinely care about their opinions. Anyone else, I just
yeah,
couldn't give a shit. Honestly, like,
yeah,
but they're people that I trust that will tell me if I've gone wrong somewhere, or I've crossed the line or anything like that, and I know they do it in a constructive way. So yeah, anyone outside that, I just care less. Like, and I don't know if anyone caught the chat I was having with Mr. Dorsey last night. We were having this sort of conversation about people need to be better online and not as toxic. And it shouldn't have to be a case of oh, just ignore people. Obviously it shouldn't be happening, but I think that is a big part of it as well. That obviously if you don't rise to any hate, then people are going to get bored and move on from it. Exactly, as if says, wait, should be listened to those that close. Who cares about the rest? There's a
yeah,
reason you build a circle of people that you trust. That is what it's for. Like,
yeah. It's it's taken me a lot to get to the place where I am now, because Civ can even vouch for this. Like he can agree. You can even agree with this. I've always cared about what other people think. I've always been like, oh, I'm gonna wear, like, I don't know, I'm gonna wear this outfit today. But then, like, I sit and think, oh, but these people might, you know, look at me and think, she shouldn't be wearing that. But then I'm like, but now I'm in a position where I'm like, I'm gonna wear this and I'm gonna freaking love it, like, kind of thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I still have those times where I'm kind of like, I can't really say this, I can't really do this in case, I don't really want
mm.
this person to think this, I don't really want them to say this or something like that. Like, I still really struggle with telling people no and like stuff like that. But to say where I were 2 years ago to now is still taking like a big step from like there. But then, I've still got a long way to go, but I'm still better than what I was. So
And well, we only have to go back to a couple of days ago to your last stream where we were sat watching clips on stream, and you said
yeah,
yourself like how much change, how far you've come since them early clips.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you're no longer living in Barnsley, so.
Oh, I knew. I knew that was gonna come up at some point during
There
the
was
discussion.
absolutely
Then
no way
that.
he was getting through an hour without that getting brought up at all. Um, but yeah, obviously, you've had your ups and downs with like streaming itself, and obviously earlier on, I remember conversations where you're like, I don't want to have my camera on in case people say anything, and like you said, even the other day, having your camera on, really self conscious about it, but like you say, there's steps you need to take to push yourself to move on to the next level, basically.
Yeah.
Um, that similar sort of vein. Do you think having that like founder sort of role, in Atlas, building that community that way has helped you as well? Like, I don't want feel more
Um.
accepted, sort of.
Yeah. 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 In a way, like, you know, any community that I've been in, because I'm the loudest, most talkative person probably in the group. People, like the staff, when I join a group, they're like, "Holy crap, where's this girl come from?" Like, um, it happened in Cosmic, it happened in SSNC, it happened in, even Mystic Alliance when I was in there, and they're all was like, "Holy crap, like, where has this girl come from? She's just come out of nowhere. She's the most talkative person in this group. She does not shut up." And then automatically they message me and they're like, "Hey, do you want to like be staff?" And I'm like, "Holy crap!" I'm like, "What?" And like, I think that kind of boosted my confidence to kind of get to the level of wanting to run a Discord alongside Civ. You know, I think the exact words were when I was talking to Civ was I said to him, you know, I know how it feels to feel like alone, not have anyone to play with, and feel like I'm kind of like the odd one out. I know how that feels because I felt like that before. I want to make a place where people feel safe, where they're not gonna feel like anything that they do or say is gonna, come back and hit them in the face, or they're gonna be judged. And I want it to be a place where people feel safe and where they can make friends. Like, because there's so many people out there that have nobody, you know, and I'm not saying that I've like had nobody, but I've been in a position where I felt like I had nobody. And I know that a lot of people, including yourself, can, kind of like um what's the word I'm
I
looking for?
relate to that.
Relate to that. Yeah. So like, I was like, I said to Civ, I want to make this possible. I want to This is the direction that I'm aiming for. He was like, "Yep. We're going to do that." And then within like an hour we ended up with a Twitter, a Discord, a logo, a name, and I'm like, holy crap, like, but yeah, like, it's definitely the the like the top roles has definitely given me like the boost of confidence, because I feel like it might sound stupid in a way and it might come off a bit wrong, but I feel a bit more respected
Yeah.
because I feel like people see me and they're not just like, oh, this is just like a girl in a Discord. This is like, okay, this girl's helped make this happen. And I know that when I was working in, well, when obviously I'm still in it, but when I did the Battle of the Communities tournament on the Xbox, I was basically running that solo on the Xbox, and a lot of people that was taking part in that respected me because of the amount they saw, like the things that not just I was doing but we was doing as a whole. So it's yeah, it's definitely helped me in that way.
So obviously one thing that you have to realise as well, that you and Saber brought all of those people together. People from different walks
Yeah,
of life that would never have met each other otherwise.
yeah,
You guys have brought them all
yeah,
together. I
definitely.
don't know if you've got chat open as well, but Elmo says you should always have your camera on. You've got an infectious smile. As to the second part of that sentence, Elmo,
Oh,
I
thank
learned from the
you.
very best, mate. um, but yeah, obviously, Battle of the Communities as well. Obviously, I was speaking to Siv about that that last hour.
Yeah,
But you was also involved from the very start as well. Um,
yeah. I wasn't a member of staff at the beginning of the first tournament. um the first tournament we were wait no, it was the first and second. The first tournament it was Fortnite, the second tournament was the Apex Legends. um I was just very, I'd say involved, but not really. Like I was very like I liked having my input. Like I was like, hey guys, like this thing's happening, but I think that like this thing would like really help, kind of thing. Like I liked feeling like I was
yeah.
helping. And then I ended up going for the position for the staff, and I ended up getting. In fact, no, it wasn't even that. It was each member of staff got to recruit somebody, and Civ recruited me, and I was like, yes. So I think he knew. I've got to bring Porscha in because she's just got the loudest
Yeah.
mouth. How else
She'll
am I
make
gonna
people
get out?
listen.
Yeah,
To
pretty
just
much. I mean, it's hard for me to talk and people not listen.
talk at them until they actually give up and just, yeah, okay, whatever, your way.
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
yeah, because the
exactly.
first one, I think I was I was representing SS&C along with Daz, I think it was. And I think, were you playing for a different community in that one?
So we were doing. I was in Cosmic Gaming. I was in Cosmic Gaming for the Fortnite one. Apex Legends. Oh wait, no. At first, I was in Cosmic Gaming, and then something happened, and I ended up arguing with my teammates. And I went to Civ, and I'm like, Civ, sort this out. And it's like, what's wrong now? And I'm like, you need to sort this out because I'm a flip. And he turned around and he was like, right, I'm going to put you in this other team. It's a new community, though. You're going to have to join this community. I was like, a new community? Yeah, like, put me in. So he put me in another team, which was SSNC. And I joined a team in SSNC. And then that's how the SSNC come about. And that's how I met you and
Exactly, Civ.
everything.
Exactly, Civ. Go to guy when stuff went wrong. But yeah, SS&C, we kind of took over that. You could just any single day log on to SS&C and you'd have like 200, 250 plus messages of just us two trying to make number one on the leaderboard and just chatting to each other to get that position.
It's funny. It's actually kind of funny because a couple of weeks ago I went through my phone, like all my pictures, and deleted a load of pictures. I had like over 4,000 pictures on my phone, and I'm like, I really need to delete some of these pictures. In fact, no, I think it was more than that. And I actually had screenshots of the bot section in SSNC where you could see Porscha leveled up to level 10, Porscha leveled up to level 11, and it was just like Porscha, 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 Porscha. And then it was the staff members in SSNC basically like, okay, I think we need to up the level because she is leveling up so quickly. And Civ's just like, you can put it higher if you want, but it's not gonna stop her. Like, it was just it and that's the same for like any community that I go in. Not so much now, I'm not really talkative now, as talkative as what I was. But as far as like the other communities that I've been in, everyone always said she's the most active person and the chat is probably dead if it wasn't for her, like. And I was actually in another community. We don't really speak about that community because it's non-existent now. But basically, when I was in there, I got told by multiple people as well as multiple members of staff that the chat is only alive when you're around. As soon as you message, everyone awakens from the dead and they're like, "Oh my god, it's Porscha!" And it's like, everyone was just so excited for me to like be in there talking, and it's just because I'm just loud. I just don't shut up.
Like we would just be starting conversations about random crap, and every so often one person will just throw a message in there, and we just carry on. Like, sorry everyone. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that was kind of bad to be fair, but
we were always having competitions. Who could make it to number one on the most active list?
Yeah.
Like...
And then Daz was always like, well, no, I'm going to be up there all the time anyway. And then we're both like, no, we're overtaking Daz as well now. We were so competitive. I remember the times that we'd actually message each other as well. It's like, I'm going to beat you. Like, literally trash talking each other. Like...
Yeah. That's how we started. That's how we started talking. That is actually how we started talking, by like messaging each other like, I'm gonna beat you, and then you're like, no, you're not. No, I'm telling you now, you're gonna go to sleep and you're gonna wake up like third on the leaderboard, and I'm gonna be second. And then you're like, I'm just not gonna sleep. Then I'm like, all right, then that's fine. Neither am I.
Yeah, I think there were nights when we were both up to like 4 or 5 in the morning, just. But I think we were both also like, we were chatting in SS&C, but also like messaging each other like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And you're just like, no, you go to sleep when I go to sleep. And I'm like, no, you go to sleep first. Like...
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly, Siv. Others trash talk about football rivals. We trash talk about who can talk more trash than the other. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it wasn't even about anything. We was just talking about
Yep.
crap.
Yes, it was. Occasionally we'd have some decent
Just
conversations. People join in, but that was like once every 3 months.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a mess. Someone should have controlled us, Siv.
Oh god.
But yeah, that is how we first did start speaking. And we were a lot of people. I can remember the first streams that I went to watch, but with you, I can't. Like with you, it feels like I've been watching for almost as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
And obviously now I just troll you all the time, but and
Yeah.
to make me a mod, I told you that at the time. But
I remember we started talking. I don't remember like watching streams and everything. I remember certain people how I started talking to them, but I don't remember like a lot of people. For example, with Civ, I remember the first time he ever messaged me was because he sent me a donation, but it didn't go in. It bounced back to him. And then he messaged me. It was like a week or two later saying, "Thank you so much for the £5 donation." And I'm like, "What? I never donated any money." And he's like, "It says here that you sent me £5." I'm like, "Oh, no, that's like it bounced back because it wouldn't go into my account when you donated it." And he was like, "Oh, all right." That was the conversation. And I was like, "All right. Hello, nice to meet you too."
what better way for things to start?
Yeah,
Thanks for the
exactly.
money. He didn't send you no money. Okay.
Well, 4 years later, and now I've got to put up with him every
It
day.
just sounded like you didn't make a fiver. Yeah, I feel that. And then obviously, like you've a graphic designer as well. You do some plastic things. Obviously, the hoodie in the background as well. Here, we've got some merch as well. So, how did you sort of get into that side of things as well? Was that before you started
Honest,
streaming? That you was always, arty, or arty is that a
um,
word?
so I've always been an artistic person. I did art in school. I did art as a GCSE. Um,
No,
and
no, the green screen's covering it. We'll show you that at the end.
no, okay. So yeah, like I've always done art. I did it as a GCSE. I kind of um I kind of lost art for a while, and then I like got back into it. Art for me is like a getaway. If I'm having a really crappy time or anything like that, I do art. Like it's just my thing. Um and when I was an Xbox gamer, because I was an Xbox gamer for 10 years, I basically, you know, I was gonna take that place. Where was I gonna take it? Hold on. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I mean, I can't really point you in the right
Hold on,
direction because I have
hold
no
on one
idea.
second. Hold on one second. Um, so, um,
So art and Xbox and
what was that? What was I saying?
well, I asked how you first got into your art and graphics.
Yeah. So like, I used to do art. Art was like, a getaway for me and everything like that. And then when I was an Xbox player, I always used to draw anyway. Um, and I always used to put into community pics and like the pic section in like different communities I was in. Um, like my paintings, my drawings, and everything like that. And I used to send them to Civ all the time as well. And he used to be like, oh my god, like you should make this something. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he said, you could do something with this. Like, you're an amazing artist. You know, you put so much effort, so much time into it. You know, you're really, really good. You should make something out of it. And I was like, nah, I don't believe you. You know, I couldn't do that. And it was when it was just before I got PC, and I was like, you know what, like maybe I could do something with this. You know, it might sound like a little bit cringy and a little bit like, you know, a bit weird to say it, but like Civ has been my role model in that way. I saw him do graphic designs and I was like, man, I want to do this. You know, I can see what he can do. I can learn this. I can do this. So I contacted him as well as someone that me and Civ both know called Zoppio, who's also a graphic designer. And I basically messaged them both and I was like, listen, graphic design, I wanna do this. You know, like I wanna learn. I wanna know how to do it. Can you guys help me? So both Civ and Zoppio helped me through everything, taught me how to use it, told me what to do, told me what not to do, and everything like that. I was just on a crappy laptop when I first started. The very first logo that I ever did actually was a, you know, Cuphead, like the
Oh
game.
yes, yeah.
I think it's called Cuphead. Yeah. Someone sent me a message and basically said, I want that, but on a beer mug, like a beer glass mug. And I was like, all right, yeah, I could do that. So, like, I drew it, outlined it, everything. Even Civ can freaking vouch, like, how many times I messaged a day stressing out, going, I can't do this. I'm doing what you told me to do. It's not doing it. I'm really stressed out right now. And it's like, just click this button. I clicked it, done. And I'm like, for God's sake. But but yeah, like that's the very first one. And I then went on to save money to get a PC because I've always wanted to have PC. Even when I was an Xbox gamer, I was like, one day I'm making it a goal. One day I am going to have a PC. Um, and when I got PC, I just started practicing doing graphic design. Um, you know, and basically I've just learned from there. Like they like helped me, they gave me the push. It was like, you can do this, and I was like, you know what, yeah, I can do this. And then that's just basically where it stemmed from. So
And I mean, I've told you this before as well. It is great art. Also, Sip, you're a braver man than most. You know, putting up with that all the time. Uh, Ginger, welcome in, Ginger. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great Father's Day as well. Yeah, unfortunately, I do trust her with mod powers, but you know, someone has to. So, um, did you put your art Instagram on your link tree?
no,
Okay,
I didn't. I probably should, to be
you
honest.
probably should.
Yeah, I forgot. I put my ordinary Instagram on there, but yeah, like I could get it up and get the link though if you
Yeah,
want.
throw that in chat for people. To be fair, I was trying to give everyone that was coming in for an interview mod powers this stream. I think I did miss a couple of people, but you know, I'm exhausted, so it's gonna happen.
I don't think I can get the link. Cause I forgot my login
Yeah,
screen
okay.
to log in on the PC. But I will just put the name in chat if people do want to, go and look. So I do have like a art Instagram for like all my paintings, um, paintings, drawings, etc. It's just xPorscha creates. And basically that whenever I do paint, I don't paint and draw all the time, but when I do post on that Instagram and show off like what I have done and whatever else. So
I think I went through and liked every picture on there. Because you sent it me. I remember this now. Actually, you sent it me, and I sent you a message back saying, "Oh, I've liked every picture that I like." You were like, "You've liked all of them." I'm like, yeah, I know.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they're all awesome. So, yeah, exactly. She's incredibly creative. Really is. And obviously you saw the well, a few people saw the now Christmas party leaflet that she did for that. Like,
yeah.
We were mentioning about it. We saved that was basically all down to her, because I don't know. Not yourself out.
Yeah. But you say that, but a lot of it was me creating it and then me sending it to Civ to be like, is this okay? And then him giving me the approval, like, yes, that is fine. That's completely like fantastic. And I was like, yes, okay. And that can go out to people now. So, you know, everything I make, I always run by Civ because he's the one that taught me. So I'm always like, is this okay? And it's like, oh my god, yes, or oh my god, no, you need to change this, you need to do this. Like, you know, it's not like a bad thing, but I kind of need to learn to trust myself, like sometimes.
I mean, obviously, it's not always bad to have a second opinion on things, but
yeah.
I wonder how sick Civ gets. I should have had you on first. I mean, I have been causing drama through a lot of these interviews. This stream, when we had Beast Mode Boone on, I asked him which one he'd rather play with, his mum or his dad on Warzone, as to both here.
Oh my god. Oh god.
But yeah, you know, I just like causing drama. But no, I'd say your artwork is always great every time I see it. So yeah,
I have like a whole, I don't know if you've seen, but like with my setup, I've got like a whole like wall with my artwork on it. And then I might be able to show you on camera actually. So like on this wall, like here, I have all my artwork down here. And then it goes like down to the bottom as well, where my teddy bear is. And then obviously all that artwork there. And I also have some paintings. I don't know if you can see them, but that I painted that as well. That's
why don't you tell us the story behind that?
Behind what?
You know exactly what.
Are you on about the painting?
Yes, I am.
I fangirl so hard when I tell this story.
Why do you think I asked you to tell it?
God damn it. Okay, so I have a favorite band called Ice Nine Kills. It's a metal band. Metalcore. I get confused about the categories because I'm still new to listening to the rock and metalcore music. Civ got me into it last year, and you know I still get confused. But my favorite band is Ice Nine Kills, and I have a little bit of, I wouldn't say obsession, but kind of, with the lead singer of Ice Nine Kills called Spencer. And I love this band so much, absolutely love it. I painted a picture of him, and when I painted a picture of him, it was that night. I think it was either that night or the night after. They went live on Twitch. They do like watch parties every month, because they're like so Ice Nine Kills, they do they like write songs based on horror films as like one of their albums, and then another album they write songs based on like horror books and stuff like that. Which is weird because I don't like horror. I don't like horror movies. I don't like horror books. I don't like anything like that, so it's weird that I'm into this band, okay? Um
Yes, if she told this story the other week on stream, and I just knew then it was coming up.
So basically they go live every month, and do like a watch party where you can watch a horror movie with them on Twitch. And I went on and I asked a question and they answered me and I was like, "Oh my god, like they like spoke to me, like what?" And then after I told him that
Exactly, Val. Exactly.
I actually told him that I painted a picture of him, and he responded again, and he was like, "Oh my god!" He didn't say it like that. He didn't say it like that. It was like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!" You know, like I appreciate anyone that takes time out of the day to paint my ugly face. That is actually what he said. And he was like, "Tag us on Instagram, tag us on Twitter, you know, let me see this." So I tagged him on Instagram and I tagged him on Twitter. And then he didn't respond and I was really sad. And then I painted another picture of him and I tagged him in that one. And then I woke up the next morning, I was like, "Iceland Kills, liked your photo." I was like, "Ah! Oh my god!" I was like really freaking out. I messaged Sid. Sid was in a meeting. And I messaged him on Discord, spammed him with messages. "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." And he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "I am freaking out." And it's like, "Why? What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Siv, look at this." And I showed him the screenshot and I sent the Kermit the Frog like gif when you know when like he's going like that and he's going crazy and I'm like, "Ah!" Like, so yeah. So I showed Siv and I was going absolutely crazy and I was fangirling so freaking hard. But that's where the paintings come from. I painted the pictures and I was like, you know, I also painted a picture for Save. And I gave it to him. I think I sent it to him. And it was a painting of the lead singer of his favorite band as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I knew that was going to get brought up as.
I had to fangirl. I had to.
Now, I
I
just
can't
want
talk
to
about Iceland Kills without fangirling. I can't.
try and just, you know, we're just going big screen here for a second, just to show the little dog we had drawn for us. The best piece of artwork she's ever done. I don't know how well you can see that because the camera isn't focusing very well, but that is a dog.
Okay, I just want to point out I was doing an art stream. Okay, when I did this, I am actually this isn't big headed. I am actually a good artist, so don't look at that. But I was doing an art stream because sometimes I do like art
That they do.
streams, like painting streams and stuff like that. Tuna was there, and he activated the command that I've got in my chat, blindfold. So I had to blindfold myself, and he said, "Draw a dog." And I was like, okay. So I had to try and draw the outline of a dog whilst blindfolded. And he messaged me and he's like, "I want that. Like, I want that." And I was like, "Send me your address." And he's like, "I want that picture." And I was like, "All right." And I sent him
Yep,
it.
I've had this picture at my computer desk now for 6 months. Like, you know when I'm having a bad day and I'm sat at the computer, I look at that.
Aww. It's doggo.
And I'm going to try and get you do some more. I'm going to have a little art wall behind and
Yeah.
best.
That's also another thing, like, Civ, along with loads of other people, keep trying to get me to do paintings as a commission as well. Like, you know, for people to come to me and be like, "I want you to paint a picture of this or draw a picture of this and I'll pay you for it." And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know whether I'd do that. But so many people keep telling me that I have to do
I mean,
it.
Elmo understands, but I just wasn't going to say that.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it.
I better tell people that the head is being shaved very shortly.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Like, I'm gonna do it. Obviously, I want sleep. Why can I not just do a special stream tomorrow and just do it then? Why do I have to do it?
No, nope. You got to do it now. You got to get it all done, over and done with.
Because we have officially just hit 24 hours since I first pressed go live.
Woo! Woo!
24 hours.
Congratulations!
300
Woohoo!
and I think £61 in total raised is crazy. Crazy.
Absolutely crazy. Mental.
And I mean, it started off literally as soon as the cam came on. BJ Wafer, who obviously I interviewed as well last night, he just instant 20 quid. We're like, let's start this off. You got VIP about half an hour ago when you also made 24 hours here. That is exactly when you got VIP. Was it only 5 minutes ago? Okay, that's just, I'm tired. Yeah, BJ Way for the £20 donation 23 hours ago, and a £5 gift aid as well. Then Crash, $50 with as soon as he finished his interview. Holding Court, £44. Love the amazing positivity stuff you put out there. All the support for 24-hour stream. Anonymous with the £5 donation. Troll, £150 donation.
Oh my god.
100. I was in the middle of an interview with Dorsey, and I just saw that change. I was just like, "What the fuck just happened? Like, what? What just happened?" Because I missed the alert,
sorry?
and I refreshed this. I was like, "You just donated 150 quid," and Dorsey's like, "Let's fucking go!" Like, what? Mama Copes with the $25 as well. My heart goes out to you. Thank you for speaking out from a dad's perspective on this very difficult subject. Dorsey with the $25 after his interview, sending tall vibes. Tallest small streamer on Twitch. Dark Rob with the £10 donation. We need more help in that department for sure. Keep up the good work with love. Dark Boz, sorry, even he's one that came over from the 24-hour raid that we had from Skylord Zoe as well. So he'd been supporting that 24-hour stream. Came over here and did a donation here as well, which is mental. And then Luke as well, the £10 donation. Keep going, Ross, absolutely smashing it. I generally don't know if I could go through everything that's happened today. Just so many follows. Jojo with the bits earlier on. Cheese with the 5 T1 gifted. Complete has just gone up in there. That one. That's the place. Holding Court 10 gifted. King Just 5 gifted. Well, let's see what we have on here. Joey RFR with 100 bits. Georgia D as well with the bits earlier on. It's just raids galore. Oh man. Kicked off Mr. Dorsey raised in with 14. Then we had Cupcake raiding with 4. Beast Mode Boone, shout out Boone. Raid of 13. Jojo with the 39 biddies as well there. Yeah, Elmo, I've went over 300 followers as well from this stream. I think I've had at least 30 follows in the last 24 hours. At least.
Jesus.
Yeah, Boone with a raid of 13. Shout out Boone. Crash, shout out Crash with a raid of 7. Can't read. Taylor Made raid of 4. Cups again with a raid of 3. He raided twice while I've been doing this stream. So he's done 2 streams while I've been up one on this one. In the last week, if it wants to update here.
If it was boss, how much did they cost you?
27 follows in the last week is what we've had. Skylord Zoe with a raid of 40. Honestly, massive shout out to do the 24-hour stream yourself and then fire on over here as well. When I still had 10 hours to go, That was a massive boost as well.
Yeah.
Then Holden Court as well with a raid of 6. L as well with a raid of 3. Massive shout out to L as well, because like say L, Porscha, Jojo, without you three this would not have happened. This last week you've done so much for the stream that you don't even realise. More than I've made, Elmo, more than I've made.
I think that you need to stop giving credit to everybody else and start giving credit to yourself.
I mean, I'm just giving credit where it's due. Like,
yeah, but it's also due for you as well. Like, you are the one that pushed yourself to press start on the stream. You're the one that sat there for 24 hours and raised over £300 for the stream. You're the one that's made this happen. You made the decision to do this.
but
we've just gave you a little bit of a push. We've just said you can do it, and then you've just gone full force and done it. Like, you know.
I would have given up approximately 24 hours ago right now without everyone that's been in chat. So, everyone that's been here in chat, I wouldn't have done it without. And I've got to keep saying it, Val, you know it's coming. 24 hours sat in this chat talking to me. 24 hours is insane. Yes, you're getting the shout out. I don't care what you say. Like, you have just been incredible. Incredible.
I think that we all think that you're incredible for doing this.
Cubs, again, 2 raids. You were just saying that you've done 2 streams while I've been going this, and both raids here. I really appreciate that, man. And obviously, Mama Cups as well for the donation earlier on. Again, massive.
You're breathtaking.
Yeah, oh no, I get bored after that as well. So everyone that has been on as well, massive shout out for all of them. Why is Crash isn't on there? But shout out Crash, Beast Baboon, Holden Court, BJ Wafer, Dorsey, L, Flower, Jojo, Civ, and of course Porscha for coming on and, you know, helping me do all this. Cubs running about, we're going 48 hours. No, we're not going 48 hours. I don't know if we're going to be done just yet. I mean, we're going to see. I mean, I need to obviously shave everything.
You need to shave your head
shave
and
everything.
shave your beard for the peeps that want to see it, okay?
But yeah, we need to. I don't even know what I'm saying. So yeah, maybe I do need sleep.
You do, but you need to shave before you sleep. So I just want to say before you end as well, this isn't me being like cringy or anything like that, but I think that this can come from everyone that's in the chat right now. Like, I think that everyone will agree that we're so very proud of you for doing this. I know personally that it's taken a lot for you to do this, like, for one reason and another. And, you know, we get that it's difficult and everything like that, but you've done it. You've took the time to do it. You've shown how much strength that you've got to go and do this, and you've done it for an amazing cause, and for that, me, as well as other people, are very, very proud of you for doing it.
I'm not crying, you guys are crying.
No, I see you crying, don't, because if you cry, I cry.
It's too late, it's gone.
That, okay?
It's started off. So.
Nobody wants to see that, okay?
It started, let's say, man. Don't be nice.
Oh, sorry, you're dead.
Go on, everyone. Roast tuna, let's go.
Roast tuna, come on.
I mean, I suppose I ought to get ready to do this shit.
Yeah, you gotta love me and leave me.
You know all about it, Cheese. You know all about it. Yes, it's coming. It's coming. But I'm gonna make you watch the VT one more time before that happens. I will see you on the other side, where we will be ready. Fuck off, Cheese. Too far. Too far. Fuck's sake, man. Yeah, the VT's coming on. I'm gonna go say bye to Porsche, get everything ready, and back on the other side because I also don't have a scene set up because I didn't think we'd hit it.